بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم اللهم لا علم لنا الا ما علمتنا رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي امري واحلل عقدة من لساني رب يسر ولا تسر وكن بالخير وبك نستعين يا فتاح وفتاح يا And also concepts of 29 days. What is Ila? Ila is to take an oath in the terms of Sharia that he's not going to approach his wife 4 months or more. In other words, a man says that he will not have a relationship with his wife for 4 months or more. When this 4 months period pass, then one talaq ba'ina will take place. If they wish to live together after that, they will have to renew the nikah. However, if he does not fulfill, if he made ila and it does not go till 4 months, then that means he had broken his promise and he will have to wajib. It will be wajib that he makes kafara, expiation for breaking the promise. If anyone observes ila for less than 4 months, then his wife is free for a free person. Sorry, it's 4 months, and for a slave it is 2 months, right? This is according to the Sharia. Now here, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam had resolved not to approach his wife for 1 month, not to make ila, right? His ila was just 1 month, and then at the same time, he had fallen off a horse. That's how he hurt his foot, and then he remained in the upper room. So that month had 29 days. That's why when he came down after 29 days, they asked him that they always thought that a month is 30 days. Didn't you say 30 days, 1 month? So he said, yes. Like, if the moon is spotted 29 days is also a month. Especially if it's from the beginning of the month, when you count exactly from the first. You know? وعن جابر رضي الله عنه قال ذكر أبي بكر يسأل على يؤذن بأحد قال فإذا بأبي بكر فدخل إلى أطفال إلى وجد النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم حديثا حوله نسائه واجبا ساكنا قال لأقولن شيئا فأدرك النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال يا رسول الله لو رأيت بنت قائلة سألتني فكنت نفقت بدونها فجاء عنقها فضحك رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إن حولي كما ترى يسألني النفقة قال أبو بكر لا أيس يجاء عنقها وقال عمر إلى الحسن يجاء عنقها كلاهما يقول تسألين رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وقلنا والله لا نسأل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم شيئا أبدا ليس عنده ثم نزل شهرا أو 29 ثم نزلت هذه الآية وإلى النبي كل أزواجك حتى بلغ من صلاة كل أية عظيمة فقال فبدأ بعائشة فقال يا عائشة إني أريد أن أعرض عليك أمرا أحب أن لا تجعلي فيه حتى تستشيري أبويك قالت فما هو يا رسول الله فتلا عليه الآية فقال أتيك يا رسول الله أستشير أبوي بل أختار الله ورسوله والدار الآخرة وأسألك ألا تكثر امرأة من نسائك التي قلت قال لا تسألني امرأة منهن إلا أخبرتها إن الله لم يبعثني معنتا ولا متعنتا ولكن بعثني معلما ميسرا. رواه مسلم. جابر رضي الله عنه يسأل أبو بكر رضي الله عنه كنت أخبر صلى الله عليه وسلم قال في ستة فكان يقول وقال فإنه سيكون سيفكر صلى الله عليه وسلم so he said that that so that he can start stuff lost the so he said Allah so you see that I got a part that asking for that stood up and struck on the neck so the Rasulullah he said that these around me if you see they are asking for that and for the long and it's like Umar radiallahu anhu stood and stuff also on the neck and he said they both of them they said that they were asking for this for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So they said, well, we're not asking Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam for anything ever when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made away from it.
Meaning that they regretted what they asked for.
And then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made away from it for a month or 29 days. And the ayah was revealed there with the Nabi said to their wives, before the ayah reads, from كل أيها عظيمة from the al-Qud, and then we could go so he said, so you start by Aisha with the lamb, so Aisha will be the one to ask you, so you don't need to reply at first, but discuss them, what is the name of Allah. So he said the ayah, and she said, what regards to you, after discussion of them, to look for Allah, except but I choose Allah and His Messenger in the battle of Akhirah and the house of the Akhirah, and I ask you to not inform the wives, the women from among the wives, and that they said, so he said that they will not, the women will not ask you with regards to you except to inform you. Indeed, Allah SWT will not send somebody who a princess, difficult. However, you send me as
I should not to hurt anybody or make them grieve.
However, he is respectful as a teacher and some of these things.
Yeah, to make things easy. So, first of all, this happened before the ayats of Parda was revealed, right before Parda became wajib. Otherwise, Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala would not have entered where the women were sitting, right? Then, second of all, this hadith teaches us that when a person is sad or a person is going through a difficult time, then his companions must say something like him that can bring a smile to his face. This is mustahab. It is said that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he also used to do the same thing when he found any of his companions in a down mood, he used to lighten up the mood for them. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he was a bit, what you can say is, he had this concern that Aisha radiallahu ta'ala was being a bit young. She might be carried away with choice, right? So that's why that she might choose, maybe she wants some of this world. So that's why he instructed her that she must first consult her parents. But immediately she showed that she, without any hesitation, she chose Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the year after. Aisha radiallahu ta'ala requested that Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam not disclose to any of the wives what she had chosen. Why? Because that she thought that none of the other wives must be influenced by her. Must keep it a secret so that they can all make their own decision. And if some of them perhaps don't choose Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in the year after, then she will have more of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to herself. But Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that, look, I have been sent as a person that has everybody's well-being and everybody's good in mind. I don't want to let anybody suffer. I want everybody to have a fair chance. So if they ask me what you have chosen, I will most definitely tell them what you have chosen. Then there's an incident here where the men of the Quraysh, uh, they they exercise control over the women. They had the upper hand of the women. But in Medina, the Ansar women, they dominated their husbands. So Umar radiallahu ta'ala says that our women observed them and began to imitate them. One day I called my wife to account and she answered me back. I reminded her that she was answering me back and she said that, who are you? The wives of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam are even speaking back to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and you worried about us speaking to you. Even the wives of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam give answer to Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And then he realized that, so he went to Hazrat Hafsa radiallahu anha and he asked her, do you speak back to Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam? So she said, yes, I do speak back. Then he went to Salma radiallahu ta'ala and he asked that, do you reply to Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam? And she said, I also replied to Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam, also speak back. And she told him that, are you interfering in everyone's affairs? You're going into the private affairs of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And then he kept quiet and he walked away. So this is the lady's nature, that she's not going to just sit and listen to everything you say. She's going to reply to you. Then it mentions here that Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he slept in the mashraba. What is the mashraba? It was like the upper floor, right? It was the upper floor of the house. And so happened that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam got hurt, he fell off the horse that time and he was there. That's why he was staying on the upper floor.
وعن عائشة رضي الله عنها قالت كنت أغار عن الماء وعن أنفسهن برسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم تذهب المرأة نفسها فلما أنزل الله تعالى تؤتي من تشاء منهن وتؤتي إليك من تشاء ومن ابتغيت مما عزلت فلا جناح عليك قلت ما أرى ربك إلا يسارع في هواك متفق عليه وحديث جابر رضي الله عنه اتقوا الله في النساء ذكر في قصة أحد في الوداع فعائشة رضي الله عنها ليست أول جلد
Not jealous. I used to actually look down upon them.
look down upon the those women who keep themselves in love.
But think like who?
I would say does a woman give herself?
Yeah, like how can a woman offer herself off?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the ayah that put you in the shade, he said, two whom you welcome them, put you welcome in the shade, and remove from you, whether you work, whatever, whatever you choose, and then azalta, and that if you set aside, radna alayka min
whoever you want to keep in your nikah, you can whoever you want to let go, you can let go.
فقلت ما أرى ربك ستسد فلا سد للنفس وسد الرب يحيسن إنه calling you and your desire متفق عليه وليس عند حقيقة ذلك الكلام في الله when the last woman will be mentioned in the qissa of the Qur'an.
So Hazrat Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha thought that it was a little bit of a shameful act that a woman offers herself up to a man. But then after she realized that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala what you call gave answer immediately. And he said that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam can choose whoever he wants to marry. Whoever he wants to keep in his nikah, he can choose. Whoever he wants to let go, can let go.